कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखाम् वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। Today is a very, very special day, the birthday of Sakshat Parameshwar. When he, Parameshwara, willed to be born in Mathura as Sri Krishna, with all his powers at his beck and call. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is called as Leela Avataraha. Sri Ram is called as Maryada Purushottama. So this is Leela Purushottama, that is Maryada Purushottama. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna had all the powers what one can at any time, whatever one can at any time talk about God. In any context, anywhere in the world, anybody wants to talk about God Almighty, Lord Almighty, Paramatma, Khuda, anything you want to take. In any manner you want to say Paramatma, if you say that Paramatma in all his grandeur and glory, holding back the power whenever he wished and releasing it whenever he wished, in every manner. Manifestation as the child, growing as the boy, then again blossoming into a youth, and then wonderful statesman. In every manner Paramatma has shown that Paramatma can be anything in this world. So we offer this today's Parayana of even Ramayana at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And again in the evening when we do the Bhagavatam, we will also see how beautifully Paramatma has manifested in this world. Now we have Bhagavan Hanuman, who has gone to the Ashoka Vatika, and then he is now perched himself on a wonderful branch of a tree from where he can see. Tamaruhya Mahavegah Shinshapam Parnasamvritam Ito Drakshyami Vaidehim Ramadarshana Lalasam Itaschetascha Dukkhartam Sammatantim Yadrichaya Sampatantim Yadrichaya Ashokavanika Cheyam Dridham Ramya Duratmanaha Chandanais Champakais Chapi Bakulais Cha Vibhushita Iyam Cha Nalini Ramya Dvijasangha Nishevita Imam Saraja Mahishi Nunameshyati Janaki Sarama Raja Mahishi Raghavasya Priyasati Vanasanchara Kushala Dhruvameshyati Janaki Athava Mrigashavakshi Vanasyasya Vichakshana Vanameshyati Sadhyeha Ramachinta Sukarshita Ramashokabhisantapta सा देवी वामलोचना वनवासरता नित्यं एष्यते वनचारिणी वनेचराणां सततं नूनं स्पृहयते पुरा रामस्य दयिताचार्या जनकस्य सुता सती सन्ध्याकालमनाश्यामा ध्रुवमेष्यति जानकी नदीं चेमां शुभजलां सन्ध्यार्थे वरवर्णिनी तस्याश्चाप्यनुरूपेयम् अशोकवनिका शुभा शुभाया पार्थिवेन्द्रस्य पत्नी रामस्य सम्मता यदि जीवति सा देवी ताराधिपनिभानना आगमिष्यति सावश्यम् इमां शीतजलां नदीम् एवं तु मत्वा हनुमान् महात्मा प्रतीक्षमाणो मनुजेन्द्रपत्नीम् अवेक्षमाणश्च ददर्श सर्वम् सुपुष्पिते पर्णघने निलीनः जय जय श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकिये आदिकाव्ये सुन्दरकाण्डे आर्षे चतुर्दशः. Now Hanuman has chosen another tree called the Shimshapa tree. Climbing up that Shimshapa tree covered with leaves, Hanuman was full of great impetuosity, reflected as follows. Now he is now in a very, very eager, and now the mood has completely changed because he has found a place which he had not yet traversed. He has found that Vatika, that forest where he had not at all gone. Now the mood has changed. That means he said there is another chance now. And because there is a river there, definitely Sita, who is a very, very wise lady and who is very pious also, she will perform her morning and evening ablutions definitely. Wherever she is, she will definitely request to come to this river. So I must be able to see Sita. So Hanuman is now completely clear in his mind that he is going to see Sita in this place. Climbing up that Shimshapa tree covered with leaves, Hanuman was full of great impetuosity, reflected as follows. From this position I shall look out for Sita, a princess of the Videha territory, who is sighing for Sri Rama's sight, and who, stricken with sorrow, must be wandering aimlessly to and fro. Nay, this Ashoka grove of the evil-minded Ravana is highly delightful and is richly adorned with sandalwood and champaka, as well as with bakula trees. Here is a lovely lotus pond, frequented by flocks of birds. Queen Sita, daughter of Janaka, will undoubtedly seek it. Bereft of Sri Rama, the aforesaid Queen Sita, daughter of Janaka, ever beloved of Sri Rama, a scion of Raghu, and accustomed to roaming in woods, will surely walk to this place. Now he is slowly analyzing how Sita would think in this particular situation, because she has been, you remember, from Ayodhya to almost, they have come to Kishkindha, little between Chitrakoot, Panchavati and Maharashtra, near Maharashtra somewhere, the kidnapping must have taken place. From there, I think it's a Panchavati only it has happened. From there, Sita has been abducted. So from there to here, from Ayodhya to Panchavati she has walked, isn't it? So she must be knowing, she must have seen the beauty of the forest. So she must be still relishing that walking in the forest. So definitely she must come here. Or that fawn-eyed lady who is conversant with the beauties of the forest, this forest, will seek the forest at this spot today, greatly emaciated as she is by the thought of Sri Rama. Sore stricken with grief on account of separation from Sri Rama, that fair-eyed lady who is ever fond of dwelling in woods and is used to roving in forests will turn up this side. Nay, the noble and virtuous daughter of Janaka, the beloved spouse of Sri Rama, perpetually loved heretofore the denizens of the grove without doubt. Because whatever there is denizens, there is residing living beings there. So she would have definitely loved to see, because Hanuman itself is impressed by the Ashoka Vatika. Hanuman is so impressed by the Ashoka Vatika, he said definitely Sita also will be impressed, and roaming about here and there she must be coming here. Intent on the devotions pertaining to the morning and evening twilights, that is Sandhya Kala Puja, the fair complexioned daughter of Janaka, who ever looks as though she were only 16 years old, will surely seek the stream of translucent water for the sake of her morning ablutions and devotions. Nay, this magnificent Ashoka grove is also worthy of that charming lady who is the highly esteemed consort of Sri Rama, the king of the rulers of the earth. If that godlike lady, whose countenance resembles the moon, the suzerain lord of stars, is surviving, she will undoubtedly visit the stream of cool waters. Pondering thus and expecting Sita, the consort of ruler of men, nay, looking all around in search of her, while remaining concealed on that tree in full blossom and thick with leaves, the high-souled Hanuman surveyed the entire grove. Thus, Canto 14 in this Sundarakanda of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. We'll pause here today.